1, 2, 3, let's go!
Jangan mengeluh lah. Oh, Mak kata kita yang muda-muda ni tak boleh mengeluh.
Hi, I'm Titi from Chitchatkot TV.
And hi, I'm Shah from Friday Bunch.
Ada suara lain tak? Dulu ada suara lain.
Aku nak tanya serius. Okay. Kita punya podcast tu boleh maki-maki tak? If you want then okay lah. Baru maki-maki aku dari anjing.
Welcome to Chitchatkot Podcast.
Ni bukan Cik Mang kan? Ni Cik Mang punya saudara.
Okay, before we start, welcome back to part 2. We would like to thank our sponsor. No, we do not have any sponsor yet. So if you guys want to sponsor, you all can sponsor us. Anyway, you all remember right? My short ghost story, which is not so ghosty. So this is part 2 and Shaft. You gave me a choice, Batam or Camp.
Yes.
Let's start with Camp because we end off with Camp, and then you continue with Batam.
Okay, can.
Okay.
Okay, so both my Batam and my camp story are the scariest
Encounters.
scariest encounters, but I think when I tell the story it's scary, but when I encounter it, it's more like, how did it happen? When it happened to me, I literally think, how did it happen and why I didn't do this and I didn't do that. That is what I think, okay? So, camp. We were saying about you got planted along the way inside the forest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this particular camp, I was the camp chief. It rained that day. Same thing, we have a night walk, okay? Then it rained, but since it's a different type of camp, it's not MOE school camp, we had the flow by ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go to the full-timer of the company to ask whether we want to carry on the night walk or not. So we decided to carry on the night walk. So when we decided to carry on the night walk, we checked the walk, everything is fine, there's no broken branches, and then we start the night walk. As usual, we plan the trainers along the way. If I'm not wrong,
Wait, sorry, this is in Singapore, right?
Singapore. Sorry.
Campsite in Singapore?
Yes.
Or is it not a campsite?
It's a campsite in Singapore, but I don't want to say lah. Later
Okay.
everybody don't want to go for that camp.
Okay, off podcast, you tell me. Okay.
So I cannot remember how we plan the trainers, but if I'm not wrong, females on the bottom part, males on the top part.
Okay.
Okay, males on the top part of the forest, female bottom part of the forest. So after we plan the trainers, we signal the starting point of the trainer to send out students lah. Send out students. While me, one of the full timer walk up and down just to make sure the trainers are fine. Because we both don't like the idea of putting one trainer at one place.
Mm-hmm.
So we just go up and down. So the last part, there's this one time we went up, we talked to this guy. This guy memang penakut lah. Dia cakap dia penakut tapi dia nak kena climb. Dia kata dia okay. So kita check dengan dia, cakap kau okay? Okay. So dia kata dia okay, kita turun. Bila kita turun, suddenly we receive a call from the same guy that we just asked, are you okay? So when we receive the call, dia kata I think I need you all lah, blah blah blah. Like I cannot do this. So it's just me and the full timer, right? So the full timer check on me, are you okay to go down? Because go down is going back to the students, right? So the full timer said, I will just go to the guy lah. Then I say, yeah, I'm fine, because I'm very used to the walkway already.
Mm-hmm.
So full timer go up, I go down. Well, I go down too. I was walking down alone. I heard somebody call out my name. Shaft, like as if the person fall lah. Shaft. Then yang si bodoh ni panic. Actually I'm not bodoh lah. When I heard the name,
Sorry.
yeah, when I heard the name, it is the person called me like as if he's injured, like he fall, like very panic. So I run, I turn around, you. I said like that. I go and sit like that. But then I remember the voice was a female voice. Whatever lah, I forget lah what voice. But if I'm not wrong, it's a female voice. And then when I turn around and run to the direction, I realised it's a female voice. I stopped because one, we already told the trainers do not call your names before the start of the night walk. We already tell the trainers no calling of names. We have our name code. Two, I put the female trainers on the ground, but this trainer name, this particular voice is from the top. But when the top is all the guys.
Okay.
Yeah, and then after that I realised something fishy already, right? Then some more my full timer already received a call that the on top not so good, correct? So then what happened was I realized something weird, so I just stopped my running and I just literally said, I never disturb you, you don't disturb me. I wasn't scared lah. I honestly I said I wasn't scared. I was more angry. Like I have so many life to take care. Kau nak sempat pergi kacau aku. So I really wasn't scared. I was very angry. Then I just aku tak kacau kau jangan kacau aku. Then I carry on go down. I check all my trainers. Check. Finish the last student. All go safely already. I went back to the full timer area also, like macam check on the guy lah whether he's fine or not. So he's okay also. So we reached the top. Now everybody going back to the campsite. So when we going back to the campsite, we have to walk together usually, correct?
Is this out of the campsite or in the campsite when you do the walk?
Out lah, I say forest what?
Forest?
In the beginning I say forest.
I wasn't paying attention.
Aku shoot salah tu. Okay, so now we are walking back to the campsite. I told my partner, Kenchi got 2 IC right? I told my partner, you go first lah. I become the last man. Whatever it is, walk straight, don't turn right. Habis si dia ni kata, okay. Dia masih gitu orang dia. Okay jangan terus tangan belok kanan betul jangan belok kanan. Betul lah? Betul. So everybody walk, happily walk. This one very chatty walk, but not so loud lah. They are just whispering to each other. So me and the same full timer and Nick was the last 3 people at the back. So we walk and then we can see from far they turn right. Then naturally Syaf masa tu baran, right? I was angry lah. I said dah cakap jangan belok kanan, kenapa dia orang belok kanan? And Nick is always a savior. Selalu suka save benda macam ni. Then Nick volunteer herself to run.
Nick run.
Yeah, Nick run guys.
You better listen.
So Nick run to the front to the same guy and said, asal kau belok kanan? Kau kena belok kanan terus je lah. Habis, so this friend of my buddy was like, bukan ke Syaf tadi pekik daripada belakang cakap belok kanan? So then Nick was like, no, I was with Syaf, nobody shouted. And then after that Nick don't believe him, right? So the guy said, you ask the students lah. You ask them, do you heard Syaf shouting? Then they said, yeah, kita boleh dengar clearly yang Syaf suruh belok kanan. Then after that Nick was like, okay lah, Nick don't want to say anything. Nick also up here quite smart. So she said, never mind lah, just walk straight. She never mentioned anything until she reached in camp. She said, no lah, nobody shouted, nobody said anything. Then that guy really kena is the same guy.
It's the same guy.
Yeah,
ask for help.
Yeah, I forget to tell you. Yeah, it's the same guy that asked for help. So then that guy dia memang penakut. So dia dah kena satu kat situ, dia kena balik gitu. Then dia lagi takut lah malam tu. Can you imagine? I already said the best part is that I'm still curious until now. They said they heard me shouting from the back, turn right. Padahal me and the full timer and Nick,
you guys are talking.
Yeah. How can I then I like okay, but I wasn't feeling any scared lah. I'm just more angry lah. I feel more angry, like I know we kacau your tempat, but I also don't know lah. I don't understand the motive of night walk actually.
But it aims you. Don't you realize it? Like how do I put it? Like macam the first part is calling for your help. And then the second part using your voice to turn right. I think this thing like you.
Oh my god, now I just realised, bukan aim dia ke, the guy?
No, because he's the scared one. He's the scared one, targeted the one, I think what I understand these things, right? These they will disturb people who is scared. That guy is scared what you say in the first place.
Yeah. I'm not scared. Why they kacau me?
No, he disturb him to do things to aim you. You get what I mean or not?
No.
How do I explain to you? Like, okay, that guy, you saw him and he said he's fine. Do you think it's him? Now you think about it. Do you think you actually talk to him? Why would he be okay and suddenly he call you and say that I need you guys? If he is really scared,
the one that checking is me and the full timer. We check on him. After that we left. I said. Then he called the full timer and said he's not okay.
So right after you left.
Oh, that one I don't know. I think I don't know who are we talking to, but I think it's a human.
You get what I mean, no? That right after suddenly he called his cat. Okay. Then after that, why I say it's aiming you? Because
They want
your
you to
full timer
go.
go and save that guy, but you they disturb you.
Okay.
And then after that they use your voice to ask, it's you again to turn right.
Yeah, the guy mentioned. Oh, why?
I think he's attracted to you
Oh.
because you scold. Maybe because you scold, you angry.
Angry lah. Hey, priority student. Sibuk kacau kerja orang.
But seriously,
Dia dapat gaji aku ke kau? Sorry.
so. But I'm curious, what campsite is it? Got forest?
Later we can talk.
But got forest. Okay lah, continue. Next story.
Okay, my next story is at Batam. But this one I was very young. This is my first ever encounter as a human. What am I saying?
All this one, she's not a human until the point she's at Batam. Oh my god, we are others still.
Okay. So in my life, that was the very first time that I encountered something lah. But I can tell you, I don't think there's a ghost. I don't know what is it. But when I explain to people now, they say it's jinn. Jinn Islam. Okay, so I can tell you what I saw. Okay. So like I have a family at Batam. So we own different bungalows. Okay. But this particular bungalow is on top of a hill. And it's usually the bungalows that we have is like wherever, right? But this one bungalow that we have is long. It's in an L shape, very long. Okay, so it's not level up lah. So the long is first part is bedroom and living room, and then turn left is in the middle is the kitchen. Turn left another 2 bedrooms.
Okay.
So toilet in the middle of the house lah.
Like villa, is it?
Okay lah, but it's a bungalow. I don't know.
Okay lah, villa bungalow.
Okay, long. Okay, so toilets and kitchen in the middle. So I was very young. I think if I'm not wrong, I was 7 years old. I was looking for my auntie, and I know my auntie always lepak in the room after the toilet.
Okay.
So I played with my friends. I found my auntie. I had to go through the kitchen, right, to find my auntie because my auntie is always in the room. So in that area, there's 2 rooms. One room is my grandmother's room. The other room is my auntie room. Okay. So this is where it started. So I walked. I saw my grandmother room. My grandmother room is always dark because dorang stay so that she can sleep lah, and she can take a nap. Biasalah bilik orang tua kan ada bau minyak-minyak, angin, minyak urat. Yeah, so I like, oh okay. The door is open lah. This one the door is open lah. I saw, okay, my grandmother door inside. Then I go to the second room. The first thing I realised is whatever I saw in the first room is the same as the second room. Just that is a mirror image. So if the bed is on the left, the other room, the bed is on the right. Yeah. Then I also I was curious, why is it like that? Then but on the second room there is a figure. The figure is a female. Then dia besar gila nak mampus, very big, because our bungalow house, the room is big. Yeah, so the figure is as big as the house. It's also as tall as the house. And I know it's a female because dia pakai telekung.
Oh.
Yeah, and it faces, I only can see the back, but you can clearly see it's a telekung. Yeah, dia tengah solat lah. So I think because I'm a kid, then I'm curious, right? So I wanted to touch the figure. I thought like, don't know lah, can ask where is my auntie. Kata budak kan, tak fikir kan. I want to touch. I remember when my hand was out, and I heard somebody call me from the living room, very loud. Nana, call me out. Then after that, I shocked lah. I run. I wasn't shocked with the figure, but I was shocked with the voice. So I ran to the living room. This one my another auntie. My auntie said, where were you? Mana kau pergi? Then I said I was looking for Bibi. I call my auntie Bibi. So then after that, my auntie say, oh Bibi kat bilik dia. So I went lah to the bilik with this auntie. It's just a few minutes, like 2 minutes away gitu. So we walk back. Now when we walk back to both room, the doors are closed. I was away for 2 minutes only, so the door closed. So open the first door, which is my grandmother door. So open the door. same thing. Whatever my grandmother's stuff there is all the same. So close back. Then my auntie go to the second door. When she wanted to open the door, I said don't open. Then my auntie say why? Ada orang besar sembayang. I said like that. Then after that, no lah makcik kau semua bibik kat dalam lah tengah berbual dengan sama-sama else lah. Then I'm like, no, cannot, don't open. But in the end, biasalah budak kecil kan. Alah, dia buka. When she open the door, all my auntie inside talking. So I see on the bed, another auntie realised that my face very pucat. Then I say lah, oh I saw this, but nobody believed me.
Because you were
7, yeah.
Oh my god.
But then when I grew older, I tell my grandmother lah, because it's my grandmother's house also, right? So my grandmother said, oh, ada aja. I mean like she said she don't know what is there, but she said ada je jin baik-baik, jin Islam. Then like, oh. But I almost touch it. Imagine
if you touch and they turn muka dia seram.
No, I still think, I mean this is just my feeling, my instinct. I really think mungkin lah dia jin Islam kot. Tapi I always think if I touch I will enter Bunyan world. I don't know why lah. Me and my imagination.
But you pass by the place. 2 rooms look identical,
Yes.
but mirror image.
Yes.
But then when you walk with your aunt again, the door will
It's
close within 2 minutes. Okay, the time frame is 2 minutes. And then your aunties are actually inside.
Yes.
So the moment when you pass by, they are already inside, but they block the area for you. Why they do that? This
Who's they?
gene.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just telling you what I saw. But I was disturbed because nobody believed me.
Of course lah.
Because I'm a kid. Maybe, but now that I'm older, I realize that maybe they believe me, but they don't want to say yes.
Because you
Usually
the
kids can see,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
See, I tell you, it's worth it to have the second episode. I can't even say much. I'm just listening to it.
Which one do you think is scarier for you? For me, both is not scary. It's just that I'm more curious. Why?
I think it's more of the bottom one, the scary. What would happen to you if your aunt didn't shout for you and you tap? They block. Okay, this is just my visualization. They cordon off the area for you to realize there's something there. So what they actually want to do to you?
I don't know. Enter the bunyan lah, like I said.
It's not bunyan. Bunyan is not ghost, right?
I know. Bunyan is cheap. You don't know?
I don't know.
I actually also don't know, but today then I know. But I know there is such thing as bunyan world.
Oh, okay, that's quite interesting. Okay, that's quite a story, Chef.
Yeah, I got more.
I don't think I can tell you guys this kind of story with this kind of.
But I need to belajar betul-betul because you understand my storytelling is what I see in my head. What
I see also in my head.
Yeah, but my sentence may confuse people. Sorry guys.
I'm talking about Batam, right?
Yeah.
There's this one time, I went to Batam for holiday. So there's 4 of us. Okay. So you know, like Indonesians, they have this their prayer that the daun-daun or the bunga-bunga they like to put outside the house or down Bali. But the weird part is that kind of thing right is outside of the hotel room.
Where did you say, Batam or Bali?
Batam.
Oh.
You know, if you know, this hotel is near the go-kart area. If you go go-kart there,
but Batam
I
got
forgot.
a
There's
go-kart.
start with the G. The hotel name, I can't remember. It's very long. A few years back, way back. Then it's scary because if I'm not wrong, my friend, one of the particular night, my friend actually saw something walking past by the corridor, but didn't tell us until we check out lah. This story. Then but on that night it was very weird where we didn't throw any rubbish. Usually hotel, right, what you do is when after you eat, you just put outside the room, then the housekeeper or whatever they will clean, right? So there's this thing that it doesn't belong to us. So we don't know where it comes from. So after we check out, my friend actually say she actually saw something on that night, but she doesn't want to tell us because she don't want to scare us off. It's the moment when we exit the lift towards our room. So I think Batam really have this kind of thing.
This is what I can say. Wherever you go, right, don't try. It's very hard. Try not to think of this stuff.
Yeah, I always want to think.
Yeah, I think that is how I put myself. I don't think of any stuff unless memang dah clear benda tu ada kena. Because I've ever went to Malaysia, my friend, she insists of changing of the room. I don't want to change the room. I like the room. So I don't feel anything, but my friend saw stuff. So I only think that when you go overseas, don't think of anything. Just be happy, enjoy with your friends. Don't malam-malam, because kita punya brain ni automatically tau, malam-malam fikir hantu-hantu. It's natural.
It's natural, yeah. It just go inside your head.
Yeah, unless you can play card games at night. Those who cannot sleep early, right? You play card games, play your computer games or TV games together as with a friend. I think insyaAllah okay lah. But if you ask me, Batam, is it scary? Yes, Batam is scary because I think they don't jaga the cleanliness of the place.
But some areas are fine to me lah. I go Batam a lot of times, so you also confirm. Some areas don't feel, these chills. You don't feel this area is
What?
like chills. The chills, like this place is not scary. You know, some areas you feel like uneasy. You get what I mean?
Yes,
right?
but I've never get chills,
Really?
So I don't know. I understand what you're trying to say, but I've never get chills, so I don't know. Maybe because I'm really used.
You grow up in Batam.
Yes.
Technically, you grow up in Batam.
Yeah, I
lah.
grow up in kampung,
Yeah.
not Batam. Batam is the kota. I still have to take the boat to kampung, and my kampung, the land is huge, but only got 3 houses.
Batam got kampung. Take
Yes.
boat. Okay,
Yes.
we save this story for another day. So interesting. I didn't know. Okay, we can talk about locations and travel. Okay.
Yeah, and that one also I can tell you ghost story about pillow.
Pillow.
Yeah, the pillow walk by itself. Next story. Alright.
Okay, guys. We would like to end this podcast here because I think it's gonna be a bit too long.
And I'm hungry.
Okay, maybe we could invite people to share their ghost story. Maybe interesting.
Yes.
Okay, but if you think you have good stories that you want to share, better than our story, better than my story, okay, feel free to DM us on Instagram, or you want to comment on our videos on
Yes.
YouTube, go ahead. Okay guys, okay, there's one more thing. We mentioned a few times that to watch the video at IGTV, but actually we did not post. Okay, I think we would like to apologize for that because we decided on that after we recorded that few episodes. Okay, so right now where you can find our videos are on Chitchatkot TV YouTube channel. We'll upload our podcast on Spotify as well, and also our IG Chitchatkot podcast. So do follow us.
Yes, don't forget to follow.
Yeah, okay. Till next time, next topic. I'm Titi from Chitchatkot TV.
Bukan sudah.
I forgot. I just like.
And I'm Syah from Friday Bye.
Bye.